They're coming. We're out of time.
They said it was impossible. They were wrong. That formula is worth billions. Send them. The future is in our hands.
I made all of this. No cameras, no studios, no actors. One AI tool, 2 hours, and it's so realistic even I'm scared. Listen, what I'm about to show you is going to break your brain. I created a fake movie trailer that looks more real than the actual movies. And the scariest part, this tool has everything built in. Camera models, professional lenses, focal length, lighting setups, film grains, anamorphic lenses. It's called Higgsfield Cinema Studio, and 99% of the people have no idea this exists. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how I made this fake movie trailer shot by shot, how to generate photorealistic images, how to turn them into cinema with red cameras and anamorphic lenses. Let's start with Higgsfield Cinema Studio tutorial. If you want to follow along, there's a link given in my description, or you can come to Higgsfield Explore page. Here we have Cinema Studio, click on it. Now here you will find so many things similar. So we can create images, we can add reference images. I will show you each and every tutorial. Here we can create videos. Here you will find something new, for example, moments. So just to create this dolly in effect, I had to play with a lot of prompts and a lot of different things. But in this Higgsfield Cinema Studio, I can create in a single click. I can add slow motions. I can add sound effects. And there's a lot more I will teach you step by step. In the image, we can add the prompt here. We can add reference images. But the real magic is this part. I can select these cameras which are used to make real movies. You can see here IMAX film camera. You can see, and there's a lot more. There are different lenses, there are different focal length. Now I can create that realistic Hollywood style in a single platform. Can I become Christopher Nolan? I don't think so, but anyway, I can try to be. But yeah, everything becomes so easy. Now let's start with image generation. I'm going to generate the Rock in lab scene. Here is the prompt: cinematic portrait upon the Rock Johnson in underground laboratory, dramatic side lighting, and you can read. There's a lot more information. Let me tell you, prompts make 60% of the magic. If your prompts are not in detail, ultimately you will not get the optimal output. Now once you have entered the prompt, make sure you select the camera. Just to give an example why this all camera matters, I will go and choose here IMAX, and then I will add a different lens, for example this one, and the focal length will be around 24, and let's say I want 14, and let's click on generate. Check the output, and you can see here the ratio is completely different. The details, the quality looks so real. Now let me give you another example. Now I will use the Sony and a different lens and focal length. Let's click on generate and check this output. Did you saw the difference? Just by using different cameras and different lenses, everything changes. Now I will use different set of cameras just to show you an example and check the output. The quality is so good. And did you saw the difference? I didn't added any kind of reference images. I didn't added the face of Don Johnson. Automatically with the help of prompts, I can do it. But what if I have to add my own image? That's simple. Just go and click on this plus icon and add and upload your own image. This is me, and I'm going to upload this up, and I will change the prompt. For example, cinematic portrait of me, image 1, and simply click on generate. Oh my goodness, it created me in such a realistic way. I cannot believe this. Check the output, the quality, the lighting. It's so perfect. My texture, my clothes, my hair texture, everything looks so nice. On the right side, you can see your prompt, the images, the feature, which camera used, the lenses, and the focal length. And there's a much more information here. You can recreate this, you can upscale this, you can edit this. For example, I want to remove these lenses. In the edit, I can do it very easily. So Higgsfield Cinema Studio gives you a lot more freedom to play with your images. So here I got two scenes. This is my first scene, which is this zoom one, right? Sometimes it takes time to load the image because it's such a good quality, and this is a closure look. Now I want to create a similar scene with Margot Robbie. So I will give the prompt here, and here I will select the same camera, same focal length, everything same. But I want the background. So here, let's say I want this background. So I will just go and click on this image reference. Automatically that image will be added here, and simply click on generate. Now check this output. Oh my goodness, the result is so good. Check the quality on a face, the texture, everything, right? Obviously, you can change the background, you can play with it as much as you want. Now we take these images and make them move with cinema quality camera work. On the left side, you will find this option of video. Go to here and you can add your image as a start frame. Click on here, and if you don't see your image in the image generation, don't worry. Don't get confused, simply come to this image section. For example, I want to add this as a start frame, so I will just go and click on start frame, and then I can give my prompt here. I will paste my prompt. Now watch this carefully. This is movement, so you can select what kind of a movement you want. I want to set this as a zoom in movement because the image is really big. As you can see here, so the camera should slowly zoom up to Don Johnson face. You can also add it as an end frame if you want to, but I want to go with only single here. Now I want the duration up to 5 seconds. I want the audio to be turned on, and you can turn on the slow motion if you want. I want in slow motion, and let's hit on generate. All right, the output is here. Let's check this out. Everything is perfect, but in the end there are some changes. As you can see, this is not the rock, right? So what we will do to enhance it, I will just go and add an end frame. So I want an end frame that is basically this one. So we can just go and select this one, or either it could be another one. So I will just go and click on this as end frame. And once we add an end frame, you will see that now we don't have one movement thing. So if you're using an end frame and the start frame both, so make sure you give all this information in the prompt. Now let's click on generate and let me show you the output. All right, here is the output. And as you can see here, it's so good and so nice. By the way, my last image was tilted. So as you can see here, and the camera also tilted so that it could finish on the last frame, and it's perfect. But I need some more changes. For example, in the last frame, the background completely changed. That's why the image generation matters the most. So it's completely depend on what and how you're generating the images, so you will get the output same. So make sure you generate your images as good as you can. Now let me show you something really good. Now if you're really confused or if you don't know how to create those multi-shot, obviously with the prompts you can create it. So simply I will go to this image and I create different angles. I will just go and click on multi-shot. Now automatically it will start creating an image for me. Now this is why I really like Higgsfield. So once you go up here, you can see it created different shots of from the same image. Now I can select which image I want. So I really like this down angle. I will select this, and I also like this angle as well as this. So I can just go and click on upscale. Now it will create a completely into a new image, right? So simply just select this up and let's click on upscale, and it will upscale in the same camera in the same lenses. So don't get confused. Now check the image output. It created it. Now we don't need to add any kind of prompts. Simply we can create as many multi-shots as we want. Now let's move back to the video section, and this is a first shot where the rock is examining while camera slowly pushing in. Dramatic lightning, blue glow, lens flare, cinematic. Shot 1 completely done. Now we will generate the second shot, that is a close-up of the rock, and you can get the prompt. As you can see here, the prompt I have mentioned on the screen.
This is what we have been waiting for.
And it looks so good. Glowing blue while that close-up is perfect. Now we can do the same thing with different set of images and different set of videos. So I will show up all the images on the left side and the videos on the right side, and you can check the shot. I don't want to waste the time, as the prompt is given on the screen as well as in the description. You can copy them if you're following me.
They're coming. We're out of time.
And this is a scene too where this is Margot Robbie in a command center, and it's perfect. Sharp, modern, perfect for tech. The balanced focus of 50 mm, the focal length and the tension is perfect in the video. And the Margot in command center, screen glowing, fast camera movement, right and urgent. Perfect. Briefcase gapping, and there's a lot of motion here.
That formula is worth billions. Send them. ALL and
there's a Gordon Ramsay in penthouse, and the perfect, and you can see this image as well as the video output. Very sophisticated, expensive look. You can use the same style to create your luxury product ads. And there's a Lloyd, the villain layer, the intimidation is very perfect. The expression is so good. Now in the next scene, that is a team assemble, we are generating multiple character images and convert to videos with different camera setup. setup. For example, Ryan Reynolds, the tactical gear, Ryan loading weapon, tactical dramatic. Zendaya, she is hacking, and this is an image to video prompts, and they're hacking, blue light, fast movement, lighting. It's so perfect. Keanu Reeves, the motorcycle scene. It took me a lot of time to create this, but yeah, somehow I got it really nice. Fast-paced action, which requires dynamic camera works, and it's perfect. It's doing in such a great way. And in my older videos, I was facing a lot of problems while making fast-paced action scene, and I was not getting real good output. But here you can see this. It's really nice. Now, if you're getting confused which camera to use for what set of products and what set of lighting you want, and same way what kind of focal length you should need, this was the entire use case of Cinema Studio. Now you know how to create images and convert it into videos like a Hollywood movie style. I'm Ranjan, and I keep making videos on Gen AI.